After a bit of a break from Megadeth, Dave Mustaine, at this time, before Cryptic Writings came out, had a side project called MD45, in which he decided, you know, I just want to put down the Megadeth moniker and I want to do something different. And I just wanted to touch on that a little bit before diving into Cryptic Writings. MD45's album, The Craving, really wasn't received too well, and for good reason. A lot of people were expecting Mustaine to do vocals and guitar work on this album, which he only did guitar work. And overall, the album is just a convoluted mess. If you're really curious and you're a die-hard Mustaine fan, go ahead and check out MD45. But otherwise, it's a pass. But moving on, Cryptic Writings by Megadeth. Cryptic Writings would spawn probably the most successful single in Megadeth history, and that would be Trust, which is the opening track to this album. But overall, this album is just Cryptic Writings is a mess. With songs like Almost Honest, Have Cool Will Travel, She-Wolf. Yes, I am one of those people that does not like She-Wolf, so sue me. This album is full of filler. The majority of it is filler. Trust is an okay song to hear every once in a while. But now it's become, lately I think I saw a set list the other day where Megadeth has been opening with Trust on this latest tour. I was kind of hoping they would be opening up this current tour with something from the new album, but what can you do? Cryptic Writings is another one of those nails in the coffin. Euthanasia, not so much. Euthanasia was an experiment. Cryptic Writings was a clear and present attempt to gather nothing but radio airplay. But that's not to say that there aren't tracks on here that I enjoy listening to, such as Vortex and FFF, which FFF is loosely based off of the riffs from Motor Breath by Metallica. Also, there's a track on here that I feel is great, a great track that resembles old Megadeth, and that would be The Disintegrators. Granted, it's less than 3 minutes long, but it definitely sounds like something that Megadeth would have put out in the 80s. Cryptic Writings to me will always be one of the black sheeps in the discography. There really are 3 albums in the Megadeth discography that are always black sheeps to me. And this is one of them. The other 2 we haven't got to yet. Now, some of you may be saying, well, what about So Far, So Good, So What? A lot of people do enjoy that album. So I can't really say that that one's a black sheep because it's still widely received by fans. But Cryptic Writings is the first in a series of albums that I feel are just, they're not Megadeth albums. They are something completely different. Some kind of monster, if you will. If I had to give a grade for Cryptic Writings, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. This is not an album that I thoroughly enjoy, and I can't see myself enjoying it any other time, whether it be 10 years from now or 20 years from now. I just can't see this being remembered as a quintessential Megadeth album. And of course, going back to what I've said in previous reviews, this isn't Megadeth's fault. It is their fault for letting it happen, but this direction was not brought on by the group. But if there is one member to blame for wanting to go for a more mainstream feel, that would be what a lot of people regard to be the greatest lead guitarist in the history of the band, Marty Friedman. Marty Friedman has always wanted to go towards that direction. After Rust in Peace and Countdown, he felt that he wanted to change the way Megadeth sounded. He didn't want them to be stuck with the metal moniker forever. But that really is highlighted more in the next album in the series, Risk.